You know, when you say, where am I? That's the reality. What do you want? That's the goal. Why do I want it? That's the reasons. How long do I want it? That's the time factor. What do I think? What is your percentage of belief that you will achieve this? That's the belief. Because the belief will make you stronger when you start putting it into action. The external influences, which are many, it could be someone in your family. It could be one of your friends. It might be financial or health influences. No matter what happens, you will never abandon your goal because you know it won't anger God, won't upset anyone, won't harm anyone, and at the same time, it might help you and help others. So why not? Where am I now? See, I'm going back several times. What do you want? Why don't you ever say, I want something, and then stop? Ask yourself why you want it. Because when you state the reason, it increases desire. And the desire is directly placed on the goal itself. And when you include the factor of time and say why at this specific time, it increases the desire in your goal. And then my belief, how many percent? My belief, how many percent? Look around, you'll find successful people. How did they succeed? It is less than 7% in the world who are inherited. He inherited it. But some of them know how to turn it into great wealth. And the rest, as I tell you, are self-made millionaires. According to the Institute of Financial Studies, more than 33% made themselves, thanks to God Almighty. So what could stop you? Why shouldn't you be one of them? So when you start thinking that way, you say, wait a second, how much is my self-belief in percentage terms? My self-belief, how much is it in percentage terms? You know, there was a time when I traveled abroad. I had a negative belief that I could succeed abroad, especially. And I have an inner voice. That's the negative voice. We call the voice criticism, the inner negative criticism. We all have this voice, unfortunately. This voice is like an obsession. This voice tells you, what brought you here? You'll fail. You won't succeed. You were doing well there. Man, go back. What brought you here? You won't do well. See what you're doing. It won't work. You have the right to tell this voice to be quiet. And from here, put yourself into action. You'll start to find that this voice, be completely quiet. And let the other voice emerge that says, I can, I can, I can. I am able, I am able. Repeat it multiple times. I am able, I am able. You know when you say maybe, you know when you repeat and say maybe, maybe, maybe. You know when you say it 3 or 4 times, maybe, maybe, maybe you'll feel a strange feeling that it's actually possible. Why not? I mean, what makes him more successful than you? You'll find that something happens inside you, that it's truly possible. When we talk about how to achieve our dreams, we'll use this a lot, that it truly is possible. Why not? I mean, why would he be better than you in any way? You'll see that he used the same resources, his eyes, ears, and his things, the resources you have. He just used his time and ideas differently. So why don't you do the same? Your belief now, increase your belief here by how many percent? Pay attention to something very important. Belief generates action. And action creates belief. What does this mean? Suppose I now believe that I move my left leg and then the right, putting it into action. And I have the belief that I can return in the same way. So I returned in the same way. My belief supported me. Thus, belief generates action. And action generates belief. Suppose I have no belief that I can move my left leg. I might move the right from the left. No, I move the left forward and then follow with the right. So this is the belief that I can't. So I decided to try. I placed my left leg and followed it with the right. The action generated a new belief. And I said I could go back the same way. The action gave birth to a new belief. So don't say, I can't. It's something you didn't know before. Then you learn new things and put them into action little by little. You will find that your belief generates action, and action generates belief. Always remember it like that. When you say, I've never done this in my life before, just consider it. Why not? Remember that you can start to increase a little, letting the belief begin to form. It's possible, and then you put yourself into action. As soon as you put yourself into action, one of the first lessons I read in a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book is now translated into about 32 languages worldwide and is available in Arabic as Think and Grow Rich. And I learned something very beautiful from him. He said that when the human mind is captivated by an idea, a new idea cannot return the mind to its original state. The English equivalent is, a mind stretched by a new idea cannot return to its original dimensions. Ya sante saiti, ya san sante. Once you learn to walk, you cannot learn not to walk. Even if your legs are cut off for any reason, God forbid. But the learning is inside you. A baby walks and learns, then runs and learns. It's not possible to unlearn walking when the human mind is exposed to a new idea. It can't return to its old distances, and its old distances are like a rubber band. You look at it, not returning it back, taking its place. So the human mind, once you fill it with new ideas, let this information, it captivates you. Knowing how to express new beliefs. If someone has achieved something, why not? I mean, maybe I can achieve it too, God willing. Maybe, what can I do in order to accomplish the idea? Could you find yourself saying, this and, well, I'll apply it like this and try it out, then evaluate it? What you've put into action stimulates your mind because you haven't approached it this way before. The next time you do it, it will be better. The first time you reviewed it, and the third time it became faster and better than the first and second times until gradually a new belief forms. This is the purpose of what I'm saying. So when you say today, belief generates action and action generates belief. These two have complete flexibility behind them, and you want to try to put something into action. So now, remember where I am now? Where are you now? What do you want? Why do you want it? When do you want your belief? Before you do something, you must review your belief. The belief, you know the belief because of the reflections that happen to a person. Someone might have a headache, get treated, and it comes back. We call this a medical reflection. There could be a reflection, psychological. A person might have pain or phobic fear or frustration or depression, and then it comes back to you again because the connections remain as they are. Because you know you have to reach a stage of belief. To what percent? Your internal belief is what percentage you have to improve. What percentage is your belief to succeed in the way you want, God willing? The belief must reach here, in this place. Belief in order to support the reality you want. Where am I now? The goal you need. What do I want? The reasons increase, all of this. And when? All of this strengthens your goal, and your belief supports all of this. Now number 6, self-image. Pay attention to this question because many people did not understand the term self-image when I explained it before in different media. Self-image. Each of us has internally drawn a picture of ourselves. Due to previous programming and life challenges, and because of experiences and expertise, you have developed an idea about yourself. You see yourself internally in a certain way. And God willing, I mean, if there is an opportunity, I will put some focus on the self-image. The self-image. If internally you see yourself as overweight, you won't be able to lose weight because what's inside is the cause of what's outside. If inside, I see myself as fat no matter what I do on the outside, no matter what programs I follow. If the self-image doesn't change, the person constantly returns to the image they have drawn of themselves internally as if there is a third eye. This third eye looks inside the internal mirror and sees you in that mirror. What do you look like? It keeps you as you are. You have a little willpower and then willpower. By the way, there is a big difference between willpower and the strength of willpower. We all have willpower. The strength of willpower increases when you have a clear vision. It increases enthusiasm. And when you have high values, willpower becomes strength of will. Vision becomes clarity of vision. Enthusiasm becomes strength of enthusiasm. When you activate them all, you'll find in these cases that the self-image improves. How does your picture improve? There's a question for you. What percentage do you think your self-image is? Do you think you can reach all of these? What does that mean? The self-image. When you close your eyes, do you see yourself inside your goal? You see yourself achieving your goal. You see yourself, you've reached your goal. You are living it, that you might. Why not? I mean, so if you see yourself in the goal, if you found out, then how much in percentage? Less than what percentage? 20%, 30%. It won't work because self-image is supported by belief. If the belief is strong and the self-image is weak, belief will weaken. That's why I put belief before self-image to support the self-image. So you look to find, where am I now? That's reality. What do I want? That's the goal. Why do I want this? The reason strengthens the goal. When do I want it? Time strengthens the goal. My belief, how much? Reached 100%. Because anyone in the world can achieve anything. You and I, God willing, can.